All right, well, good morning, Toastmasters for District 63. Well, my name is Ahmad Gilm. I'm District 63 Director. And what we're going to do is we are taking you through the realignment changes that are going to start and take effect starting on July 1st. And the reason why we're doing these changes and we're going to highlight this is because of Toastmasters having a requirement going forward that the contests were no longer going to be hybrid or online only. They're going to have to go back to in-person only contests, and we were going to have to move some of the clubs around within the district, within their areas to make them more geographical. So Chitra, our realignment chair, is going to take you through this presentation and we'll have a Q&A at the end of it. So I'm going to introduce the realignment chair for District 63, Chitra Tibbs. Chitra?
Hi, thank you, Ahmad. Like Ahmad said, I'm Chitra Tibbs. I am the realignment chair, and let me share my screen with you all. We're going to go through this PowerPoint. I also had a committee of people that helped me: Dean Phillips, Paula Farmer, Sonia Van Hart, and Shayna Teasdale. So we want to go ahead and get started. The the Protocol 7 district structure and assignments. Divisions must have at least have a minimum of 3 areas. Areas consist of 4 to 6 clubs per area. An area may consist of 3 clubs on July 1st only when an effort to charter the 4th club is in progress. And so if you'll look at how we changed everything, all our districts have at least 3 clubs, 3 areas, and all the areas have at least 4 clubs. Well, why are we considering moving clubs? As Ahmad stated, the new requirement from TI is to have our contest in person next year. The next thing, when thinking about having contests in person, we were thinking about geographics. We want to make sure that people could have a less than an hour or maybe an hour drive to actually get to the contest. We want people to be able to get together for their areas as well as the divisions. The next thing was numbers of members. We tried to put bigger clubs and larger clubs coupled with smaller clubs so that clubs can actually mingle and get in within a district, get to know each other in areas they can grow bigger. Sustainability of the divisions and areas. That's again how we place the different clubs, large clubs with smaller clubs so that they can all work together. Support and fairness for divisions and area directors. We want the area directors to actually be able to go and visit the clubs if need be. So that's the reason the geography is one way. And current projector meeting types. We looked at the online, hybrid, and in person. A lot of our clubs are still hybrid, so we consider that as well. This is how the proposed realignment. We're going to have 3 areas in Division B. Division B is actually Knoxville, Virginia. Division C is going to be Chattanooga, Cooksville, and Murfreesboro. Division D is Nashville and south of Nashville. Division E will be Nashville, North Nashville, Clarksville, Bowling Green, and the surrounding areas. So we're going to go on and see actually the divisions now. I mean, the areas now. Do you all have any questions? Boom. The clubs in the green are the clubs that move. What we tried to do was keep the clubs in divisions. I believe only one club has switched divisions, so the only switch in these are actual areas. Again, the clubs that are green are the ones that are moved. They only moved to different areas to fill out the areas. And as you can notice, we do have at least 4 clubs in each of the areas as stated before. So this is B. This is C. Again, the clubs that are green are the ones that we moved. Again, these clubs are already part of Vision C, and we didn't move any of them out of it. We just moved areas. Division D, the same thing. Now, Parthenon actually moved out of the division and moved into Division D, and this was because it's in the Nashville area, and again, with the traveling, we wanted the clubs to be kind of close in proximity to each other. And the final Division D. Again, the ones that are green are the ones that moved into a new area. And do y'all have any questions? Do I need to go back in the presentation to show you another division that you missed?
Um, Cheetra, do me a favor. Go ahead and since a few people joined, go ahead and start with Division B and just take about a minute and leave it on Division B, and then do the same thing with C and D.
Okay, I'll do that. This is Division B. Again, for people who are just coming on, if the club is in green, that means we moved it to this area. We moved into a new area.
So what happened in Division B? Didn't we have an area that was in the northeast part of it was the northeast part of the state
This is
and
Knoxville in Virginia.
this
Uh,
is Virginia.
Yeah,
yes,
this is Knoxville, Virginia. Yes.
Which ones are in Virginia?
there's only one in Virginia right now, Sharon, and that's going to be Wolf Hills. Or,
Wolf Hills. Okay.
yes, I'm sorry, it is Wolf Hills. That's the
Okay.
only one that's physically in Virginia.
And what about, are there any of these in East Tennessee, like Bristol area?
You're talking about near the Virginia border?
Right.
No. Sonia, you're online, right?
I'm here.
Okay. Is there Wolf Hills is the only one that is in that, you know, Virginia, East Tennessee area, right?
You are correct. Several years ago, before COVID, there was a club in Bristol, but it closed during the whole COVID mess. We are the only one in Virginia. There was a bank club, excuse me, in Richlands, Virginia, but it closed as well. We are the only ones in Virginia.
And
We,
what city are you in again?
Abingdon, Virginia.
Okay. I just drove through that. Okay, thanks.
Oh, you could have waved at me.
So, but good
Okay.
question, Sharon. That's what we're wanting is that if anybody's got any questions to, to bring those forth. Rebecca, did you have a question?
Yes, I wanted to ask, just go ahead and make note that I didn't get a chance to look at the Division E, but Andrew and I filled out a club dissolution form and put it in the mail this morning for Springfield. Just to let you know, Chicha, as you're doing
Hmm.
this club
Okay, thank you.
realignment.
Okay. Which one did what club did you say again? Let me write that down.
It's Chitra at Springfield. Which Rebecca, the reason why Springfield is grouped in with Rivergate was for that specific reason. Chitra, do me a favor, flip to Division E for a second. Thanks. So Rebecca, you'll see that Rivergate is in there with Springfield, the Tennessee Talkers, Fruit of the Loom, and Thoroughbred, and that was for the purpose that we knew that you all, at the time we were putting this together, that there was discussions with you all merging with Rivergate. So rather than having to do a tweak to this, we just put, Springfield and Rivergate together in the same area. So we know that it'll go down to technically four clubs rather than um five clubs, if that makes sense. So does that answer your question, Rebecca?
Yes, thank you, Ahmad.
Sure.
Andrew and I haven't filled out the club membership form yet to be able to transfer our membership, but we did go ahead and stick the club dissolution form in the mail.
Okay, that's good. That sounds good. And I've already let Vicky um Stevens know that that was going on as well. So they're fully aware to be on the lookout for it. Sorry, Chitra. You can go back to C. Sorry about that.
That's cool. Parthenon has been moved from a different division into Division E. Do you have any questions?
Let's see. Uh, okay. Melissa, I saw your message. So you're wondering, um, if there's something that you all needed to do.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to join tonight. Is there an instruction for us and how can we be helpful?
Oh, okay. Well, the reason why we're all here tonight is we had to resubmit a new realignment for next year because of the fact that the contests for the district, well, the contest passed the area, I'm sorry, one more time. The contest past the club level going forward is going back to how it was in 2019, which was 100% in person only contest. So area, division, and district would be in-person only contests, other than they've isolated out a fifth category that's online contest only, that will be similar to how Tall Tales evaluation, table topics, and all that works. It would be on its own standalone set of contests, but anything that is past the district level would have to be in person only, that is not considered an online contest. So if we have like evaluation, table topics, international speech, tall tales, all of those contests would have to be in person only. So the reason why we're meeting tonight is the realignment structure that we had done about 3 years ago, in essence, move some of the clubs around within areas and divisions because of the number of clubs that we lost at the time. And since these contests have to be in person only, we didn't want a hardship to be done with the clubs that were technically in Nashville geographically, that were placed in um, Chattanooga, and some of the clubs in the areas. There was about a 2 hour or more drive to get to one club versus another. So we were trying to group all the clubs back geographically so that if the area had to do a specific contest to them rather than a combined area contest, that there was not a huge driving distance. So it was more realigning everything back to geographically the original alignment, if that makes any sense. That's what this is for, is to show you all what that alignment, that proposed alignment that's going to be voted on at the spring conference is. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Sure. In this presentation, we will send out to all of you all, as well as the ones that aren't here. We're going to post the video on the D63 YouTube site, as well as send that link to the video as well out. Just please let your club members know if they have any questions. Please do not wait until the spring conference to bring those questions to our attention. Please let us know before spring conference, because we want to make sure that we address all concerns before the vote occurs on this at spring conference. The committee did a great job of putting this together and reshaping everything up so that there wasn't going to be a huge hardship driving from one set of club areas to another. So we kept trying to keep everything geographically aligned. So they did an awesome job with it. We just want to make sure that if the clubs have any questions, that they bring that to our attention before the vote, to make it a little bit more efficient.
I have a question. This is Gay Halliburton.
Hey,
Now
Gay.
hey, you still have the Cookville area that's in the Chattanooga group. So
Yes.
that was still gonna be a little, I mean, awkward in terms of, you know, time zone difference, and I think they're a little closer to Nashville than they are to Chattanooga. Is that correct?
Yes. Now, there's actually a legitimate reason for that. Chattanooga technically has only 9 geographical clubs in Chattanooga. For us to keep the district, we have to maintain 4 divisions. And in order to keep Chattanooga, we had to move clubs into Chattanooga to bring it back to 12. And the only option we had that was close by was to keep Cookville in Chattanooga as well as Murfreesboro because they're under 2 hours to get to Chattanooga. Everything else was going to be more than 2 hours. So that was the logic behind Cookville and Murfreesboro being still in Chattanooga's division. Now the plan is that we have been working on getting clubs started in Knoxville, the Virginia area, Chattanooga, as well as Nashville. So my hope is in the next couple years, sooner than later, we'll have enough clubs in the Chattanooga area that are literally Chattanooga clubs that we can bring Cookville and Murfreesboro back to either well, more than likely Division D. Um, but bring them back so that they're geographically closer to the Nashville area. But right now, we can't afford to lose a division at this point. So that's the reason why those three clubs are still in the Chattanooga division right now. Does that make sense, Gay?
Yes, it makes sense. It's
Right. So if we can get three clubs in Chattanooga um, started and up and ready to go, then the next realignment will move them back to Division D. It's just we had to keep each club at a minimum at 12 clubs, and that was the reason why.
okay. That's that's fine.
Right. But it's a good question. We just want to be 100% transparent with you all as to, the logic behind what the committee put together. All right. Do anybody else have any other questions? Okay, I don't see any. Chitra, do you have anything else that you wanted to
No, I don't have anything else. I just wanted to make sure I showed it and gave everybody enough time to look at the changes to each division and area. And I can email this to you so we can make sure we get it out to the to everyone so they're able to see this.
excellent. No, it sounds good to me.
All right. Well, everyone have a great night. Thank you for taking your time out to come and look at the proposal that the realignment committee has worked on.
Excellent.
Thank
And
you.
like I said, Chitra, you all did a fantastic job with this. Y'all were wonderful. Y'all took all that data, put it together and got everything situated. So kudos to you and the team. I thought y'all did a fantastic job. So
Indeed.
all righty. Well, let me stop the recording real quick. If I can get rid of the chat button. Okay, there we go.